Well, hello people and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Deep Roy Chaudhary and I'm just a random guy who talks about random stuff. Uh, Coronavirus is the biggest conversation or the biggest topic of the day. I mean, the whole world is kind of in the middle of a lockdown. So I decided to talk about pandemics in general. Yeah, I mean, uh, a pandemic like this, of course, is pretty dangerous in itself, and but you also have to remember that the fatality rate of this disease, I think, is around 1 or 2%. It can be higher, maybe 2 to 5%, but most people are are going to recover from from this disease, from COVID-19, if they contract this disease somehow, and most people are going to be all right. But imagine if something like the SARS epidemic, or the SARS or the SARS epidemic. I think it was an epidemic in the I think it was in Japan, but if you can correct me if I'm wrong. SARS outbreak. Sorry, it was not an epidemic. I think it was a kind of a local outbreak. But yes, SARS is way deadlier than something like coronavirus, because the fatality rate in case of SARS is actually much more than that of coronavirus. Coronavirus is a lot of people are saying coronavirus is just a, 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 a little bit deadlier form of the of common cold, or the seasonal fever. Of course, I'm not trying to I'm not trying to downplay the 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 dangers of the coronavirus, of this new strain of coronavirus, of this disease COVID-19. But all I'm saying, that imagine what would have happened if the fatality rate of this new disease had been way greater than 2 to 5%. If it was closer to 20% or 30%, imagine the fatality rate was close to 20% or 30% or 50%, which means that for 2 out of 10 people, or 3 out of 10 people, or 4 out of 10 people, or 5 out of 10 people would have died, uh, who 4 or 5 out of 10 people who had contracted this disease had died. If that was the case, imagine what kind of a paranoid situation that would have been. People would have been way more paranoid than they are right now. I mean, people know that the fatality rate is actually pretty low. It is 2 to 5%. But if they knew that half the people, that if they knew that the fatality rate was 50%, if 50% of the people who contracted this disease would die, if this pandemic was like that, was as deadly as that, then of course the world would have been way more paranoid, and the lockdown would have been way more vicious than what we are seeing right now. So, and by the way, doctors are saying that most of the people who are going to contract this disease are going to recover by themselves. Their own immune system is going to be capable enough of resisting this new strain of new strain of coronavirus. But yeah, I mean, the situation could get a lot deadlier if this virus somehow mutated into a form into a super strong virus that is literally resistant to all kinds of all kinds of drugs that we might use against this virus. I mean, some kind of a super virus can literally eradicate the entirety of human civilization. We kind of forget that. We kind of think that we are the masters of this universe. Humanity has this kind of arrogance, I guess, that since we are the most intelligent species on planet Earth, we are somehow the masters of the universe. But we tend to forget that the Earth is just one planet amongst billions and billions, some maybe trillions of planets that might be present in this galaxy. And this galaxy is just one of billions of galaxies in this huge universe that we know so little about. So thinking that, just because we are the most intelligent, we it seems that we are the most intelligent species on planet Earth, that does not necessarily mean that we are gods. We are definitely not demigods. We literally cannot even solve the problems like global warming, climate change, pointless wars that are going on around the world for various reasons. Um, there are so many problems that humans are still dealing with, but still some humans feel that they are, yeah, of course, compared to 500 years ago, human civilization has made a lot of advances and is in a way better position than the status of human civilization 500 years ago. I'm not disputing that, but to think that, that we are uh, kind of all right, and we would be able to beat any kind of danger that comes our way. I mean, that is arrogance of some another level. So it's better not to be arrogant as that, and it's better not to be arrogant like that, and better to prepare ourselves as a species against various kinds of dangers that can literally eradicate the entirety of our species, from asteroid strikes to, some more sci-fi stuff like aliens invading planet Earth and making human slaves of them, of making us human slaves of them. All kinds of ridiculous stuff can happen. So let us make sure that we are not that complacent, and we are a little bit more, a little bit more um, prepared, and a little bit more humble and respectful of Mother Nature, because um, I mean, planet Earth doesn't need us. We need planet Earth. So let us make sure that we do not become complacent, and we prepare ourselves as a species against various kinds of dangers that we are going to face in the near future or in the distant future. I will be talking more about this specific topic in the future. So, in my subsequent videos. Until then, goodbye. Stay safe and God bless you. Stay at home, save lives. If you and don't get out of home unless you really need to, in case of a medical emergency, of course. Yeah. Stay safe. Goodbye. God bless you.